Picture a Mediterranean escape without having to leave San Antonio. Kristen Urban visited Ladino over at the Pearl and found out all about their new summer menu.
Two-time Bib Gourmand awarded fresh Mediterranean flavor. That's right, we're out at Ladino, and I'm joined today by their culinary director and partner, Bertie. How are you doing today?
Doing great. How are you?
Oh my goodness, I am so ready to dive into all of this fresh flavor. Obviously, summer is here, and Ladino, they have people covered year-round with those fresh flavors, but especially in the summer when everything is extra fresh. What are we going to be making today?
Today we're going to be making a dish called fasulya. It's part of a family of Turkish dishes called zeytinyali, which is vegetables that are lightly braised in olive oil. And we like to have a dish on the menu all year round, but as the weather warms up and summer arrives, you know, there's more vegetables available, so we like to play around with some of them.
Yes.
We're getting into bean season, so fasulya features beans. Again, lightly braised in olive oil with some heirloom tomatoes that are now in peak season as well. So we have these beautiful Romano beans.
Look at those, they're huge.
Yeah, they are. That's why we're gonna cut them. We have dragon tongue beans, yellow wax beans, and green jade beans from our farmer partners just around outside of San Antonio. We get all these every few days, fresh out of the farm, and we love to feature them in our dishes. So for this particular dish, the fasulya, you know, we're just gonna trim the little stem tip off of the Romano beans, and then we're going to cut them into wedges like this, so you know they're easier to eat.
Okay.
We don't want, you know, people battling with too large of pieces that they cannot you know, comfortably bite into. So we're going to cut them like that, and as you can see, you know, we have those right here. For this dish, we also use some fresh cut onions, garlic, heirloom tomatoes that we've pre-marinated in olive oil with salt and pepper.
Okay.
And they're kind of like putting out their liquid and their juices to create their own liquid. So you can see I have some of that liquid here, which I'm going to use.
Beautiful.
And this is essentially going to be the sauce for that.
So that's like tomato juice.
It's like a tomato juice, but fresh out of the tomato with some olive oil. And then we got some beautiful parsley here. And really, it's a very simple dish, and anyone can make this at home.
And Chef, I know we're going to be cooking all of this up in a sec, but can you just show me a little bit of the assembly that goes into it?
Yeah, for sure. So here's a pan that I'm going to use to cook that. We want a pan that can hold a little bit of liquid.
Okay.
So we're using like a saucepan. We're going to start with some beautiful, delicious Mediterranean olive oil. Remember I told you it's called zeytinyali. That means cooked in olive oil in Turkish. So there is a decent amount of olive oil in there.
So there's significance to it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So then we're going to add some of those sliced onions, and we're going to just gently sweat them till they become translucent.
Okay.
And then, you know, we'll need this beautiful sliced garlic as well. And we're going to let those sweat for a few minutes before we add in the tomatoes, the juice, and the beans, and let them cook down.
Okay, perfect. So we have this going. We're gonna end up adding all of these legumes and these tomatoes, but I wanna see this get cooked up, so I say we go over to your cooktop.
Let's go.
Okay, Bertie, it's all cooked up. This looks so tasty, but we're not done yet. I know we have some really cool seasonings to top it with as well. Can you walk us through that?
Yeah, so as you can see, you know, all the beans have cooked. The dragon tongue beans lost a little bit of their purple color, but we got beautiful yellow beans left here. The tomatoes has melted to help create this beautiful sauce. So now, before we talk about the garnishes, I'm just gonna show you how I'm plating it. So these dishes normally are a lot better when they sit overnight, and they cool in the same liquid. All the flavor absorbs together, and when you taste it, you'll see what I mean. Okay, and then we'll pour the juice over it. You see how this beautiful tomato kind of emulsified with all the olive oil, and this is your beautiful summery plate. And then for garnishes, so we have a little bit of fried garlic here, which we're going to sprinkle on top. And my personal favorite is this. This is fermented tomato pulp that we dehydrated and ground. So, you know, we're there's so many beautiful ingredients here. And, you know, when you cook in quantities and you use a lot of stuff, there's sometimes a lot of waste. So we try to be as close to zero waste as possible.
I love that.
So we always try to find creative ways to utilize like little leftovers and stuff. So, you know, from using a lot of tomatoes in the season, when you're cutting them and cleaning them, there's a lot of kind of chunks of we grate them all and then we ferment them and dehydrate them to turn it into this delicious powder. And then of course, a little bit of fresh parsley right here. We'll kind of tear it up and sprinkle over it.
Look at that green, beautiful. Birdie, oh my goodness, my mouth is watering. Just look at this flavor over here. And I know there's so much more to dive into out here at Ladino. Obviously all these dishes, and I know later in our show, we're gonna be diving into all of that. Thank you so much, Shofar, for your time today though.
It's my pleasure. I'm excited to dive in and talk about all these dishes as well with you.